Hey guys, it's Two Bricks, and I'm going to be kicking off my brand new microscale city build series with you guys today. And this is something that I've had in the works for a while. And actually, when I thought about making a YouTube channel, this was one of the reasons that I wanted to do it. Because I've always wanted to have my own Lego city, and I've never really had the reason to kind of justify it to myself to be able to take up the space and the time and the resources that it takes to make to do such an endeavor. So now that I have this channel, I have an excuse, which is that I want to share it with all of you guys. So that's pretty awesome, and I'm excited to kick it off. So this series will be a little bit different than my Star Wars Fleet series or my kind of larger mock build series. I'm going to be doing a variety of different kinds of videos. Some will be showcasing individual buildings. Some will be showcasing kind of the layout and how that's progressing. So it's going to be like a little bit more varied than some of the other series you've seen so far. So in this video, I just wanted to introduce you guys to the concept of what I'm going to be doing and show you a couple of things I've been working on and how the scale operates and stuff like that for the city. So right here in the middle, we have the first building that I built, which was a pizza shop. And I'm going to be doing a video to show each of the buildings on their own to kind of give you guys a sense of what they're about and who lives there, and kind of get a little bit more into the detail of the citizens who inhabit this world. So that'll be for a separate video, but so today I just wanted to show you some of the different building types. So like I said, pizza shop. I really want to have a sort of a kind of downtown section where the characters in my world will go to inhabit, to get some food or hang out, and then I want to transition that into a residential section. So I'm going to have a lot of different various kinds of houses. This would be like a small, suburban house, but there'll be larger ones, there'll be apartment buildings, there'll be all kinds of different dwellings. That's something that doesn't really get a lot of attention in Lego City layouts that I've seen, is just where does everybody live? It feels like they're usually dominated by impressive skylines or kind of mini or modular style buildings of like really impressive architecture and stuff that you would see just in a downtown area. And of course, I do definitely want to have that. I also want to show, the more mundane side of where people actually go to sleep at night. So there'll be a variety of different buildings that will kind of be taking inspiration from my day-to-day life, things that I see when I take my dog for a walk, places that I visit in my local town. So this is a model of a comic book shop that I made. It's one that I actually frequent, or it's at least takes inspiration from one that I frequent. And then I want to have things like office buildings, where, say, a dentist's office might be, or the local lawyer, or whomever it might be. And there will be kind of backstory and characters and things that will go along with that. And I'll kind of show you guys some of those. So since we're talking about characters, let me just show you guys. I wanted to have a citizenry for my city. So I'm going to have kind of nanoscale figures, and this is a technique that I've seen done before, but just, each of the figures will be represented by a couple of studs stacked up, and the different colors will indicate their clothing, their skin tone, maybe their hair, whatever that happens to be. So those are just some generic citizens. Here's some, for example, construction workers. This guy would be like the foreman because he has just like a slightly different look to him, so I kind of can designate that. There might be visitors who are of a more famous persuasion. I don't know, these guys look kind of familiar. I'm not sure if you guys can see who they're supposed to be. I think they're called like the Smithsons, I think. I forget. Anyway, I think I've seen these guys before. So that's something that I really wanted to have, even though, for the scale of what I'm doing, they're like just a tiny bit kind of large in size. I think it's something that really gives a lot of life to a layout when you can see the people who live in it. And something else that I want to do is to have different and interesting kind of road layouts for creating kind of more character and more texture. So you can have like really newly laid crisp tarmac roads, and these are all just built snot or sideways built with a series of plates and bricks. You can have different patterns, different kinds of tarmac. I really want to have kind of as much variety and diversity in the city as possible, and I think kind of representing what you really do see in the real world, which is that roadways have a lot of variety to them. I feel like representing every road is just gray and white is or black and white is just kind of boring, and I think doesn't really reflect true life anyway. So yeah, I think that's another goal that I have for this city, is to try to kind of make as much believability to the city as possible. And then let me just create a little bit of room here. I want to have a whole host of different kinds of vehicles. So for example, emergency services rely on vehicles obviously very heavily to get their jobs done. You could have municipal services such as trash, where you have these guys come and pick up the trash and throw it out for you. So little things like that. How do the citizens get around? Well, maybe there's public transit. There might be trains as well. There's going to be construction. It's going to be things like RVs that might transport people to fun and far-off destinations. There might be different kinds of. Here's a different one. There might be representations of real-life vehicles, or at least ones that take inspiration. So this could be a VW bus, for example. You could have all types of light commercial vehicles, U-Hauls, and that kind of thing. So I really want to have the roads of my city be populated by things that seem realistic to the kind of things that you'd expect to see in a city. I mean, here's a not UPS truck. So yeah, there's just tons of different ways that you can add life to a city layout like this, and that's super crucial to me. I want to have it feel like at a distance you're looking at a photo of a real city, and to that end I'll have things like power lines, and there will be eventually probably lights, and like actual physical lights as well, that just kind of create a really exciting, living, breathing world, but that is just portrayed at a really, really tiny scale. And a couple of great things about building miniature that I love is that you can get more bang for your buck, and you can create a lot more stuff. You can represent a lot more things with not as many Lego pieces, and that's important because Lego pieces are expensive. So the aim for this, currently I have 4 large tables, 4 large IKEA tables that are end-to-end, that are kind of designated as city space. And I've been prepping the location for where all of this is going to go, and kind of organizing and getting everything ready. So I'm going to begin kind of roughly planning out the layout of the city and placing buildings. It's all going to be modular for now. It's all going to be kind of separate, so I can easily rearrange things or add or expand. And yeah, there's going to be just tons and tons of different stuff coming in and going out and changing with the times, and there might be special events for different times of year. There might be like public areas, and then in those public areas, parks and such, you might have spring some kind of festival, or who knows. So the possibilities for this are endless, and I'm really excited to kind of finally kick it off officially with you guys. All right, guys, so I'm going to get to work on kind of creating the next video in the series, which will probably be going back to the beginning and giving you guys a look at this pizza shop and telling you about the guy who owns it and giving you his whole story. And yeah, then as updates become available for the kind of larger layout and the things that I'm doing, obviously not every single individual item warrants its own video, so I'll be trying to bring you guys those as often as I can. I do expect that this series will probably move a little bit slower than some of the other ones, like for example the Star Wars fleet, because I have so many of those ships built already. This is going to be something that I'm doing kind of in progress and showing you guys in real time how the city expands. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, I would love it if you guys could leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and comment and let me know what you think. I'm definitely open to requests or suggestions for the kind of buildings and things that you guys would like to see. I will take those into consideration, but I'm not going to be like, that's not going to be my mandate for what I build. But if I see some good ideas and I'm like, oh, that's actually a really cool idea, then I will obviously definitely consider that moving forward. Like if 50 people say, I would love to see, I don't know, a natural history museum or something, then, and if I think that's a good idea, then who knows, maybe that'll happen sooner rather than it otherwise would have. All right, guys, so I really appreciate you guys watching up to this point. I'm sorry that this is kind of a disorganized video compared to some of my other kind of more focused ones, but I just wanted to, like, I don't know, I just wanted to get this going and show you guys what I'm going to be doing. All right, guys, so I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll talk to you again real soon.